But I told you that I'm cautious, I'm a driver, I think I'm a good driver, I'm quite a sensible driver. I never do anything reckless behind the wheel. But you know, sometimes we're put in positions where we have to behave differently to our personalities. And I had one of those in about September last year. I was working in Oxford, I finished work at about 11 p.m. and I got a phone call. And it was one of those phone calls that none of us want, but some of us get. And it was a phone call to say that my mum had been rushed into hospital and I needed to get home as quickly as possible. Now, the journey time from where I was to where they were was about a 5.5-hour drive. And I was now stressed and incredibly worried about my mum, but there's no alternative. Sometimes you just have to get in the car, don't you? And I got in the car. The first part of the journey were quite sort of twisty, turny roads, kind of country lanes. And you know, if you're familiar with those, if you're local, you take those at the speed limit, don't you? Because you know the bends that are coming up. But I'm generally going everywhere once, so I always pull back a little bit on those roads. Don't get us wrong, like on the straights, I was flooring it. Sometimes doing 72. It's all about me mum, fuck the law. But on the twisty-turny bits, it was scary. It was a very narrow road. There were ditches either side. It was obviously pitch black. And cars were coming at me in the opposite direction around these bends at a hell of a rate. And it was genuinely terrifying. And it was on one of those bends that I hit and killed a deer. Now, I'm a massive animal lover and was horrified by what I'd done and still am. And driving at night is still not particularly any fun. And as soon as it happened, I thought, I must have to ring somebody. This feels like maybe I need to file a report. Maybe this is even a criminal matter. So I thought, when I get home, I'm going to have to look into this. And sure enough, when I got home, it was 5 a.m. My mum wasn't doing too badly. They'd sent her home from hospital. They gave her some tablets. She seemed to be responding. And they sent her home. And I thought, now's my chance. Now that things have calmed down, I'm going to have to look into this. So I did what we all do in situations like that. If you're proud of yourself, you ask your dad, don't you? If you're not proud of yourself, you ask Google. So I typed into Google, what happens if I kill her, and just left it blank out of curiosity to see what the top answers were. Top one was a Pokemon character. Second one was a bird of prey, someone in a similar situation to myself. Third one, what happens if I kill a policeman? And as it happens, because it doesn't technically belong to anybody, it's not actually criminal. Though I did double-check with a policeman friend of mine, because I wanted to make sure I was going through the right protocol. But also because I had a sneaking suspicion I was going to tell you lot. And if it had been criminal, I probably would have kept it really fucking quiet. But back to when it happened, back to being in the car. As soon as it happened, I rang my boyfriend hands-free, not an idiot, and I was upset. I was in a state of shock. I was crying a lot. And I think it's a testament to how good your relationship is as to whether your partner can sort you out in those situations. He's a very calm man, my fella, and I get stressed and tense quite a lot. And he's very good at sort of bringing me down and making me see reason. And I thought, well, he's pretty much got his work cut out for him tonight, because I still had a 4.5-hour drive ahead. And at that point, we didn't know what I was getting home to. And I said to him, I can't believe I just killed a deer. And he went, oh, babes, I've killed loads of things. Is this the beginning of a massive confession? You know how you thought your nana was ill?